Views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. They got so much things to say right now. They got so much things to say.
I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Kneeling by her bedside, I can still hear Mama say, the people are depending on you, Shirley. Don't you let them down. I remember Mama in a happy way. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. Mama kept the family together, yeah, we did. I remember Mama in a happy way. She packed our lunch in an old greasy bag. It seemed empty, but it was more than others had. It had a lot of love way down deep inside. Yes, it did. And I remember Mama in a happy way. I remember Mama in a happy way. Now Mama is sleeping in the bosom of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Somehow I know she's smiling. She's smiling over us right now. Look at her there. One day I'll see her again. How happy I will be. Yeah, yeah. I remember Mama in a happy way. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for those of you who have lost your mother today, we want to first give you our continued sympathies, our condolences for your loss, because no one can replace
Yes.
a mother.
No.
And for those of us blessed enough to still have our mothers with us, from Remark here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, I got goosebumps today. There's no greater feeling of euphoria, of bliss, of joy, of satisfaction when you can raise your arms, raise your mind, raise your heart, raise your essence to the greatest person of all time, knowing that everyone cannot fully experience what they have to offer. But as for you, you know that mother is the best of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when you was down, mama was always the same. When you was broke, mama could reach down in the bosom to the bottom of the drawer, somewhere in the house hidden behind an old box, and say, gotcha. Oh, God of mercy. When the school called and said it's your last day, you can't pay your tuition, mama somehow showed up to the principal's office and said, not my child.
No.
This one is mine. Mm-hmm. This one got to get that education. Even if they got to rob BPL, rob the water and sewage, rob the bank, they got to make sure you were straight. And my God, even though we didn't want to go, on the weekend, whether it was on a Saturday or it was on a Sunday. Mama got you in church. Oh, God, you got to find some Jesus. Mama got to put that character in you to let you know that if I'm not going to be around, oh, mama going to let Jesus take care of you. And Jesus will never let you down. Happy Mother's Day today from Remark. I am Garth Roseboro here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And I'm sitting here with none other than the Magic Man.
All right.
Mr. Beats.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Beats.
Hey.
Ricardo Forbes.
Happy Mother's Day, Bahamas. Happy Mother's Day. God bless all the beautiful mothers. And for those of you like myself whose mother is not around, I'm sure you took some time already to commemorate your mom in whatever way feels good and right for you. So welcome to Remark with myself and Garth Roseboro.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, it's a joy to be here. And, this close to election, Mama don't mind we talk politics today. I can tell you the truth. Oh, Lord, Mama don't mind that. But I just want to let you know, you can call in today if your mother's special to you. You want to give a special shout out to your mother. I will interrupt the show just to honor your mother today.
Yes.
The phone numbers, I'm going to read them slow to you, really slow. Get your pen, get your paper, get your tablet, get your notebook, get your phone. I want you to put these numbers in there, and I want you to send a tribute to your mother, letting her know that you love her. Tell her to tune in right now. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. That's 5 p.m. This is Remark. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM with Garth Roseboro and Ricardo, Mr. Beats Forbes. You got to let your mom, you love her, but we're going to talk some politics. But we will interrupt for your mother because your mother deserves that special attention. Here are those numbers. Mr. Forbes, you want to read those numbers for us, please?
Oh, yeah.
Very slowly.
The telephone lines today are 323-62, 325-4316, 325-4259, and for those of you on the Family Islands, 300-5720. So those are our phone numbers to call in, and we want to hear from you today. We want to hear about how much you love your mom, or you miss your mom, or whatever it is. Any special memory that you have of your mom if she's not here, or even if she's alive. We want to hear from you today.
Now, if you want to just simply text, the numbers are 422-4796, 422-4796. If you want to send a special shout-out to Mother and let her know Happy Mother's Day. Now, something is about to happen right here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We are within 3 days. After tonight, 2 days for general election 2026. We will be on the air tomorrow, Monday, God's willing, from 2 to 4 p.m. Guardian Radio Today. And Chris Penman, we want to make sure we send a special shout out to your family, the women in your family, the mothers.
Yes, sir.
We want to thank you for being here today, sir, to sacrifice that good Mother's Day dinner that you could have been eating right now. So thank you, sir. Just want to give you that acknowledgement. But being this close to election, you're going to hear many voices speaking to you, bringing those results to you in a very dynamic way. Guardian 96.9 FM will not be left out.
No.
I understand what TV looks like, but you know the power of radio. Mm-hmm. You can be in your car, you can be in your kitchen while you're cooking, or you can just simply have your headphones on and tune in. Election night, you can trust the team you trust every single day. On May 12th, your Guardian radio host will be live from the moment the polls close until the election is called. Now, I got goosebumps when I said that. I got goosebumps because when you say close, oh, God, that means vacation for me.
Right.
Oh, God, soon as it close, I done. I mean, I got to figure out the future after that, but I just wanted to be close. I want to hear what those results are going to be from this station. And you know what's going to happen after that. There's going to be weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth, the Bible says. But there'll also be a triumphant sound and all the dead will rise. And those that are right will come forth first.
I know, right?
And there will be a celebration where the angels will sing and the harps will play and the trumpet will sound on the night of May 12th.
Yes.
You got to want to tune in to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM on May 12th. Now, the Guardian News Network team providing verified results and live reporting from across the country.
Wow. Okay.
Guardian is going to have people all around at different locations telling us what's happening on the ground, what people are saying, what people are feeling.
Right.
What is their hypothesis? What's their philosophy? But you know what I like the best? When I sat here the last time, I sat in here, and I know they can cuss me tomorrow. Some people who was routing, like they was playing sports, routing for their team. And the minute they found their team didn't win, the Bible says there was silence.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know why it's so disgusting. But they see silence on the face of it. Oh, my God. But what could you say? If you lose, what could you say?
Oh, boy.
One thing with Garth Roseboro, I can tell you one thing with me. Chris, I always win. I don't lose. You see, life is 10, Mr. Beats. 10. You cannot afford to lose your 70 years.
No.
This is a gift. This is a gift. And I don't know why people position themselves to lose. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
You must love punishment. You are a warrior for cut hip. But that's okay. Me, yes, I like to win. Some fellas, they like bad woman.
Oh, Lord. Don't even talk about that one.
Cut hip all day, all night. Hey, listen, a bad woman could never be a good mother. Hello? Hello? And an abusive daddy can never be a good man. I mean, I just being real. Y'all don't like me to talk like this on Mother's Day. But I got to tell you the truth. Every day and every election day, count on the polls. You know, Guardian Radio 96.9 and GuardianRadio.com, we're going to have those numbers, statistics, and a live report for you. So I hope that I will hear from you, see you, feel you, and you can call in on May 12th and tell us what you're feeling, man.
Yes.
We're gonna have a great time here on Guardian Radio 96.9. You can't call in on ZNS. You can't call in on the other stations. The only place you could call in is right here, 96.9 FM, and we have a great conversation on May 12th. So I hope you do call in. If you want to give a tribute to your mother today, here are the numbers again: 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the family violence, 300-5720, or you can text in at 422-4796. Today we want to discuss It's Your Right.
Okay.
It's your birthright. Let's talk about It's Your Birthright. Let's take a quick break. Call your family, call your friends, call all those people you love. All those people want to talk politics today. While they're giving out free gas in Garden Hills.
Yes.
I'm going to be giving you a free good time right here. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll be right back.
It's too cold for me. I'm not trying to be your highness, 'cause that minus is too low to see.
Boost your buying power with a margin loan at rates as low as 7.5%. A margin loan offers convenient flexibility, freeing up capital without liquidating your investments. Whether you're looking to diversify, fund a business opportunity, or refinance higher cost debt, RF provides access to cash within 48 hours for any purpose. Tailored, effortless, powerful. Discover how a margin loan can work for you. Visit rfgroup.com or call 603-6000. RF Bank and Trust. Money at work.
This election night, trust the team you trust every single day. On May 12th, your Guardian Radio hosts will be live from 6 p.m. until the election is called, with verified results, breaking developments, and reporting from the entire Guardian News Network, the teams from Guardian Digital and the Nassau Guardian, every day and every election day. Stay with the Guardian News Network on Guardian Radio 96.9 and Star 106 FM.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Paid for by the PLP.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
I'm not trying to be your highness, 'cause that minus is too low to see.
We are back. This is Remark here, wishing all a happy Mother's Day. We have a first text here that says, my mother has passed on into eternity 9 years ago. She was an extraordinary lady in the lives of her adult children, family, friends, and strangers. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Amen.
It is a very sad thing when we lose good people. I never liked the idea of people that have contributed to the betterment of this world.
Yeah.
I always wish that they could live forever. And I'll go as far before I even speak with my lovely mother, to my grandmother, who was 93 years old, Ruth Roseboro, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who was the president of the Senior Citizens Association for the city, who was also a student at the age of 93 at Winston-Salem State University, studying business to encourage her grandchildren and great-grandchildren that university education was important.
Is this your great-grandmother?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, sorry.
She had a pacemaker in her heart, and she just decided she didn't want it to be replaced or maintained, so she allowed it to expire. Very strong woman who was born in Darlington, South Carolina. She was a sharecropper. My grandfather, his name was Early Golden Roseboro, who was also a sharecropper. And they both employed themselves at R.J. Reynolds, which is a major tobacco company that produced Camel cigarettes, Winston cigarettes, and Salem cigarettes. And so I grew up from a tobacco family on my paternal side. But my grandmother was an inspiration because I was the only grandchild that lived outside of the United States. So when I journeyed to Winston-Salem in the summer when I was 7 years of age and 14 years of age, I didn't return again until I was 21 years of age, so every 7 years I showed up. My grandmother would see me and say, here comes my favorite grandchild. And anything I wanted, I got.
You got, wow.
But she loved all of her children, all of her grandchildren. I think she had maybe some 12 to 16 children of her own.
Wow.
And it's just a great family. When you talk about Mama and them, there's a whole lot of people for family reunion. I was privileged enough to go there about 2 years ago and had a great time. So I know the power of women and what they do in terms of building the fabric of family. And so for those of you women out there who are strong and you protect your children and protect your grandchildren and you sacrifice, today before we start the show, we want to salute you today. Mr. Beats, politics. Last night. Let's talk about last night. I don't know if you saw last night. You saw any footage, anything last night?
Yes, sir. I saw it.
Clifford Park. Well, let me listen to you. They say I talk too much, so let me let you talk. Tell me what you saw. You ain't got to hide nothing. Just tell me what you saw.
I saw...
These people listening, I want to know what you saw. I can ask them what they saw. Mm-hmm. I can ask them what I know what they can tell you. Oh, crowd don't vote. And all that. I just want to hear from you. What you saw.
Just with the naked eye I saw a good crowd. Now, to me, in previous years, like in mid 2000s, and I think the crowds were much bigger than what was out there last night. But I think that has been the case for all the rallies this year so far. I think most of them have been smaller than what I've seen in previous years. But last night they had a lot of people out there that showed up, and they had a solid sound system. I mean, the energy was good. There was a lot of good energy, a lot of good performers. Julian Believe and I think Phil Stubbs, I think, performed D-Mark, and I don't know, I can't remember who else, but the speakers were pretty good. Some people had far more energy and charisma than others, but nonetheless, the vibe seemed to be really, really, really festive and really alive. And I'll say this much: if all of those people who were out there last night, if they stay true to the colors that they were wearing last night, I think that the PLP is going to put up a good showing this on Tuesday. They're going to put up a good showing based on what I saw there last night. But then, this election season could be tricky. People could put on the shirts and enjoy the festivities and still, they could take the money, get their houses fixed up, and whatever they do, or take money from the politicians and still vote in a different direction. So you can't be too sure. But at the same time, based with the naked eye saw, it looked good.
So this is what I'm trying to understand, and you can join in this conversation today. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the Family of Islands, 300-5720, or you can text in at 422-4796. This is what I'm trying to figure out. The crowds were massive for the Progressive Liberal Party. If the Progressive Liberal Party had this great sound system that you spoke about, they had great artists, the performance to you was maybe a bit more quality. The whole aesthetics of everything, you could touch, you could feel, you could experience. And then the faces of young people are present as if there's a party going on. And when you compare that to the other rally from the Free National Movement, it doesn't seem to be a party. It seems to be more of a business meeting. I'm just being real. One is a party, and one is a business meeting.
One is a town hall meeting.
I want to know, young people ain't into no business meeting, so we haven't seen any young people at the F&M rally. And I'm saying this to the F&M people now. Somehow tomorrow night for your rally, you got to find a way to not make it business. Yeah. You got to let the people rejoice just a little bit. Because see, it's difficult to complain and rejoice at the same time.
No, yeah.
This has been the problem with the Free National Movement. Call you live, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Remark. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Right here, my brother, and good afternoon to, who's that in the studio?
That's your friend from the DNA, but stop talking.
It's Mr. Beats, man. Mr. Beats, what's up?
Ricardo Forbes.
Hey, Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, buddy?
Yeah, right here, man. What you said?
Well, a long time no see.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. But let's put it like this, guy. I listened to your dialogue just now. And we all know, I've seen posting online saying that they had approximately 10,000 persons out there on Clifford Park.
Expected.
Now, we practically know that that's impossible. You can't hold 10,000 persons on no Clifford Park. At the most, who was even a little more realistic, they would have capped that number somewhere around 3,000, if that. Okay? Now, from what I saw, because I took my peep, yeah, they have a bunch of young children running around in these paraphernalia and everything, and we know they can't vote. Likewise with the F&M, I also peeped them. I went and I did my spot check there as well.
That's Peeping Jeff talking to us. Go ahead, Peeping Jeff.
Oh yeah. See, what's going on here is you cannot, even though your choice may be a particular political party.
Yes.
But in order to hear things for yourself, and you see with all these different postings and people saying all kinds of stuff, when in actuality, people said this, but when you really do the analysis, they didn't say that, or they may have said it in a particular way that you inferred it to mean this, but it wasn't this, it was that. So what I tend to do is move around. Let me tell you something.
Listening.
The F&M, from what I've seen, was more business like what you said.
A business meeting.
We have to understand that this country, and I said it to someone before, and they said, no, you can't run the country like that. The country right now should be ran as a business. And so I could appreciate the approach that the F&M did.
So the approach of business is good for you.
Yeah.
And
so
you
in
are
essence,
you are
at
an
the end of
older
the day,
man. So as an older man, we ain't into party no more. We want business. Let's be real.
we want business.
Okay,
We
young
want
people
to
want
run
party.
like a business.
Okay, young people want party. Okay, go ahead.
So in essence, then, in my final remarks here, we all know, because we have seen it. It was even televised on television when Sabas went up to give his speech. The guy flashed his Free National Movement sign right in his face. These guys are taking these paraphernalia. They're putting on the shirts to get the free food, the free rum and stuff. And our Bahamian people still don't understand that a lot of this money that is being used, there's no accountability where this money is coming from. The speculation out on the ground is a lot of this money, including the overrun of $141 million that is still unaccounted for. The $71 million that is still unaccounted for, because we haven't had an audit to say where all these monies went. Part of that money could be what they're using for campaigning. And they're using our money against us.
But you said that's only speculation.
It is only speculation, but I'm telling you, all on the ground, you know what they say.
So watch what they say to you.
These people start to put these things in their head, it becomes gospel to them. There has been no accountability.
So here's where you and I now are going to have a conversation. First of all, it's only speculation then that they had 10,000 people out there. But they threw the speculation out there so that you could understand there was 10,000 people there. Whether you believe that or not, they're hoping that you believe the speculation that it's 10,000. The other side is only throwing out speculation, out of 141 million, and they may be using that for campaigning. It'd be still in speculation land.
Yeah.
And so the whole of Decision 2026, for me, Garth Roseboro, is speculation. And it's whose speculation go against the wall, that's the one who can win. All the immigration is speculation. All the corruption is speculation. All of the people that who dirty is speculation. All the people who rich is speculation. And we still speculating.
Well, that's all the season.
Show Garth Roseboro some facts, and then we can have a great conversation with Decision 2020. Not that I'm discrediting you, Jeff. You know I love you. I know you're telling me the truth. But the Bahamian people have to get to the maturity where we got to stop speculating.
Well, unfortunately, and I'll close on this, I'll run on this note.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems as if the majority of Bahamian people who attend these rallies and stuff, they don't really care for the truth. They are only there to hear what they want to hear. And even if someone was to bring the truth, chances are to the one, they're not going to believe it anyway.
But isn't that true? Isn't that true for all sides?
And the party,
but that's
let
true.
The party continue. But I can tell you, Tuesday is right here. We're going to see what's going to happen. Which I still believe a lot of these matters could still end up in the election court.
Well, Jeff, I love you, man. He's my brother. Man, that's going to happen. If I say PLP, PLP can't do no wrong. If I say F&M can't do no wrong. If I COI can't do no wrong. What y'all trying to tell me? Exactly. This the way this thing does work every time. Only the swing voter and the person who didn't vote the last time is the very important people in this election.
Or don't forget the other set of people too. The ones who get pissed off that their particular party didn't do what they're supposed to do for them.
And
sometimes they switch over too.
Sometimes, but they're the switch people. I put them on the switch.
Yeah.
And then what they're trying to bring in is trying to bring in a fourth category.
Which is that?
Them said we just reach with passport.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Next caller, your life.
That's a survival vote.
Yes, sir. Let's go next caller. Caller, your life. Caller, you there?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing there? That's Nico?
Hey, Garth, how are you?
Long time no hear. Merry Christmas.
Well, it's not on the well, Paige got married. As you know, Terry Jo, my number 2, got married 4 months ago, and my number 1 just got married.
Yeah, they're all leaving you, man.
Well, some of us are getting a little bit older, don't you think?
Well, I think you're waiting the time when you could tell your new daughter-in-law, Happy Mother's Day. Talk to me.
My daughter-in-law, I don't want any babies right now. I don't want to be a grandfather. The Greek word is papu.
Okay.
Papu, which means grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And that carries a lot of weight.
My Lord.
And the thing is, you in your soul and everything in your body have to understand that you are now transcending to a different level in life. and the responsibility, the intellect, and the wisdom that you have to pass on to that. The children and my kids. I don't think I'm there. I'm almost, if God lets me, maybe 60, right?
Mm.
So I just called in for an intellectual juxtaposition. You guys were talking about these. You guys know where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
But these rallies, I look at them and, Garth, you and I have been around a long time. You're a highly intellectual man. And I'm not exactly stupid. But the statement that I heard was one was a party and one was a business meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 52 uses the word juxtaposition freely.
Uh-huh.
Right? And he's a very smart guy. What I'm going to point out is this. The PLP can party all they want, right? And the appearance of everything is, as Bob Brownlee says, everything's going to be all right in his song, right? It's not reality. The reality is the F&M are doing a business meeting pointing out how our country is going down the toilet. These men are definitely coming for these guys. And can you imagine my party dancing, doing all kind of stupidness when our country is going to hell? Now, I'm pointing this out as a senior lawyer and a well-respected person. But you can party all you want. The fact of the matter is, you have to account at some point. The F&M are pointing out, this is what we're going to do. Whether or not the young people are there or not, which they are an incredible part of the voting process.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter is, our country is in dire straits. And when you look it up, dire straits means something quite significant. This country is in the worst dilemma that we've ever been in.
Well, Mr. Nico Moscow, we're listening to you. Your heart is heavy. I do have to go to a quick break. We can come back to you or you can call back in. But we're listening to your heart. Your heart sounds heavy, as if you have a burden on your heart. We appreciate your sensibility. Folks, this is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM Remark. We were just talking to Mr. Nico Moscow, Mr. Jeff Delaveau. We're going to take a quick break. We see the lines lit up. We're going to come right back after this quick commercial break. Nico, we look forward to hearing back from you again. We'll be right back.
At Star General, you can go gold. Comprehensive car insurance covers loss or damage from accidents, fire, theft, and third-party liability. But the Gold package gives you increased coverage for rental car and windscreen, personal accident, medical benefits, deductible waiver, and 24-hour roadside assistance where available. Our Star General Gold package also gives you up to $2,500 for accidental damage to a rental car anywhere in the Bahamas. Go gold with Star General. Insurance made simple.
Wait, why you look so mashed up like clothes at the washer?
No, boy, just a hard day, boy.
Hard day? What happened? The breakfast lady ran out of tuna and Gretzy.
We need to start joking with everything, you know. This serious, boy. This real serious, boy.
Wait, what's serious? Tell me.
All right, well, today, boss gave us, boy, one big contract. And nobody else get a chance and nobody say nothing.
Boy, you know that ain't right. You know government contracts ain't supposed to go that way.
Yeah, but nobody's saying nothing. Boss man just tell people to sign the papers. Then he send me to meet his boy downtown and collect this envelope.
You need to tell somebody. You need to become a whistleblower.
You know I's a real man, but I never blow no whistle. I be drunk all my life and junking.
No, boy. A whistleblower is someone who tells people what they see when they see something wrong happening at work.
But I ain't no whistleblower, and I ain't no snitch. I still white there, you know.
But ain't nobody can know it's you. All you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers, or you could text them from inside the Crack Crime Bahamas app. They don't ask about you, and your call goes straight through to Miami, so nobody know you is. And if you text, your message get mixed up like Kong Salad.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands. This election night, trust the team you trust every single day. On May 12th, your Guardian radio host will be live from 6 p.m. until the election is called, with verified results, breaking developments, and reporting from the entire Guardian News Network, the teams from Guardian Digital and the Nassau Guardian, every day and every election day. Stay with the Guardian News Network on Guardian Radio 96.9 and Star 106 FM.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Your hero, 'cause that zero is too cold for me.
And we are back. We have a texter here that says, Jeff, them so biased. We know you voting FNM and following your DNA, which is the Democratic National Alliance leader, just bias against the PLP. This for you, Jeff. You can call back, Jeff, if you want. Tell Jeff, come off these people radio talking fool, because these parties get money from donors to fund these campaigns. They're making it look like the PLP thieving. We safe with Brave, and this is the first time young voters are sending this text.
Jeff catch a straight
So
man.
Nico, this is a first time texter. Tell Moscow, you know they spell all y'all name them wrong and thing, but I know how to read young people language. Let me tell you, they spell Moscko. So you know they're young. They ain't know Moscow, how to spell Moscow.
yeah.
Tell Moscow them, the country only in a mess because Brave hitting them in the pocket. Y'all want run this country, y'all coming for safe with Brave. That's a young person texting right there. So Jeff, Nico, you got a young texter there. Call it your life.
Jeff.
Hey, that was Jeff early today, and then Nico called in. It's your turn, my brother.
Yeah, you know, people have their opinion
Of course.
to say what they want to say.
Indeed.
But when they say it, make sure there's facts and it's true.
Well, I like that statement.
You know, but you know, when I hear people say this country is going on in a toilet hole, that offend me. Do we have problem inside this country? I do believe so. But there are people who in this country, because the collector is going after some of these people, and they don't want to be touched, or they thought they would have never been touched. This is the reason why they look at this country doing so bad. But yet still, if you follow them, they still making all kind of money in this country. You see? But when I hear Mr. Davis, his closing argument last night, a real lawyer, that how we present, not rushy, but close out and saying, do you want a leader who always, every 6 minutes or two, will run to find Papa and tell Papa, come, be in problems? Is that the kind of leader you want, or you want to take that leadership to run this country? And I listened good to him. When I was there, I watched the people them and see the hundreds of people all walking down, coming up from Nassau Street at the park, way over by Battle Brothers Funeral Home and the next place.
Oh, you saw that last night?
Yeah,
Oh, you were there?
I was there.
You in the front, the back, or the middle of the crowd?
I was just all over.
So tell me, what is your numerical count for last
Beg
night?
your pardon?
How many people you figure was there?
Well, you know, we always can go by estimate, and it don't have to be what it is.
That's all we're asking for.
Okay. I will estimate that at least about 10,000.
Okay, so you wasn't feeding 5,000 last night. You was feeding 10.
Yeah.
I know.
And my
Why 10,000, or what made it 10,000 for you?
That's what I estimated could be under.
Why 10 though?
That's why I use the word about.
Why 10 though?
Hmm?
Why 10? How describe the park? It was described where the people were. Was it full? Was it half full? Was it in the bleachers? Was it on the side of the hill? How was it?
All over was full. All over. But my cane eyes is in Freeport. I'm watching the sea, those seats in Freeport.
Okay, well,
And I am so proud to see that. It's one more day and all these noise, all these prophet of doom. Because it seemed to me like only when time for election, the prophet them come out and start a prophesying.
Well, I appreciate your call, my friend. Listen, man, this is Remark here on Garden Radio 96.9 FM. Once again, giving a shout out to all of the mothers. Mr. Beach, what's amazing to me is that I have heard it said, and I've also heard it on the streets, that numbers at rallies do not win elections. I spoke to a good friend of mine. I've known him for 52 years. And he said that to me last night. But I know he's a Long Island man.
Okay.
So I know what he's thinking. But in him saying so, how could you feel comfortable that you have a function and it's not an overran function with people attending? Why then have a second, third, or fourth function knowing that the people just aren't coming out to rallies? What is the purpose of the rally if they're not coming?
So you're saying after, let's say in a series of 3 rallies, let's say 5.
Yeah.
You're saying from the first 2.
Yeah.
It was scanty.
If it's scanty.
And then you go and have number 3.
Yeah.
And then number 3 scanty. And then you go to 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Why you not getting? Well, I think maybe it might be hope of gain.
Oh, hope.
Yeah, they're hoping that more people show up.
Oh, I thought hope was one gal name. You hoping?
Yeah, they hoping more. Maybe they hoping to get a better support.
But you ain't saying you hoping. You saying that you good, you strong, and you doing what you supposed to do. You know, the PLP has a mass of people every time they're outnumbering you. Why would you then want to also do the same thing? Why don't you find another route? Like, for instance, when we started this election of 2026, the numbers online were very small.
Right.
PLP had 100, 200 people touching on a sponsored ad. F&M had 100, 200 people touching up on an ad. And it seemed to be a social media war that's going on.
Right.
People said, oh, ZNS is a government station, so they PLP. But now we see ZNS doing business. ZNS is like, I don't care who bring this money. If you bring this money to me, I can try and make you look like a superstar.
Right.
And this is why when we had even smaller numbers at the Free National Movement, the zooming and the optics and everything made it seem as if it was a larger crowd. They were doing their job. Guardian Radio people say it's an F&M station. You got more F&M people tuned into the station than any other station. Therefore, they make it seem as if you're not a F&M host, you can get fired. And they name some people who they know in the past have gotten fired. And then they started looking at me funny because they said, we ain't sure if you was F&M a PLP guard, so we ain't think you're going to last there too long. Hey, Chris, some people surprised I last this long. Every day I got people who want me to get fired, right? So they say this is an F&M station. Then you got people like Steve McKinney who they would say, oh, they look like they're COI. Then you got Jones who look like they're PLP. And that's how the country is divided.
Right.
So my thing is this. If you're stronger on one particular media stream, why not stick to that media stream? Why not stick to that particular plan of execution in terms of garnering support and reinforce that, strengthen that, invest in that in order to build your base? What, am I missing something?
I think you're on point. In my opinion, I think you're doing. I think your dissertation making a lot of sense.
Like today, watch this now. Watch how I tick some people off today. Watch this now. Today, I got a communication. I don't know if it's AI or if it's false. The leader of the Free National Movement right now is on another station.
Okay.
The station where they said that he's on was the same people who the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram said, stop that man.
Okay.
You told him, stop him. Don't let him get to that chair. Don't let him get in there in Fort Charlotte.
Right.
Because he's going to be prime minister. But today, the leader of that same F&M on his station.
Wow. Okay.
I want someone to explain that to me and tell me this is AI. Tell me this ain't true. Someone call in and tell me if he's on that station now or not. But I understand he's supposed to be there 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. tonight on the other station.
But maybe it's the ZNS mentality. that
So
you're
maybe
talking about.
Guardian just FM station, then maybe Guardian is a fair station because I sitting here and I'm a fair person.
Right.
This ain't a PLB FM CY thing for me. This is a Bahamian thing for me.
Right.
And so someone got to tell me if I am misinformed.
Right.
Call it your life.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
How you doing, my friend?
Happy Mother's Day to all the listeners. You know, I just checked my Facebook and I noticed that you were on, you know.
Man, I
But I
appreciate
want to
you.
correct the situation. I would not allow Guardian Radio to be an F&M station.
Now you want me to get fired.
No. I'm saying the callers would not allow nobody, not station, not even Steve McKinney is what do you call it, COI.
Well, that's what I said. It should be just a fair station.
It's all across the board. But there's something also. Initially, when I heard you asking why continue to have rallies, so I thought of saying that it's a budget. Once you have budgeted funds to spend, you spend the time. This is the time of spending money for rallies or whatever it is, promotion for election.
Okay.
After election is done, nobody will be spending money. PLP, COI, DNA, whoever they are, nobody will be spending money.
My God.
So they're trying their best. Everybody's trying their best. As a matter of fact, even the person who actually, so especially non-Bahamians or people who are not born Bahamians, who became naturalized, they're not obligated to any party either. Because as a Bahamian, each Bahamian has a right to decide where and how to vote. Now, when I go to some PLP rallies, which I used to go to, I stopped going to rallies now, people would want to know what I'm doing there. Right? But they don't know that I'm a regional man. I look at the pros and cons and so on and so forth. And I used to say F&M all the way. I didn't really like that we were supposed to be saying PLP all the way.
So what you confusing?
Okay, all right. So what I'm saying, so we're all Bahamians today, tomorrow, and after Tuesday.
Uh-huh. So you come in from where you come from, and you look at all the situations, you're looking at it from a fair perspective. Would you say, being your years now, that this election, there's less money being spent in this decision 2026 than in times before?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say that the money may be in the wrong hands, and also the money may be in hands of people who are not even F&M or PLP per se. The majority of PLP may be in their hand, perhaps, but there are people who are campaigning and wearing shirts that they don't really truly represent. Point in case, I went to a certain constituency, and it was closed, and I said, well, when it will be open? And they said, when it will be open. But they said, we are preparing for an event. But they couldn't tell me what event and where was the event. So people were just doing a job. It's just to earn a living. Life is tough, you know. You just want to earn a living.
My God.
Now, I want to tell you that I don't even have to gain to support a party. I don't have to have a special personal benefit. But I want to say something before the election, and I will say it again tomorrow.
Okay.
This country, let's say, as a country focusing on tourism, should at all times be fair to everyone. And I've spoken to persons who have a problem with this party and that party and the other party, but in a sense, we are all humans. And they're only hoping that whoever wins the election will do right. If not before, from that point going forward, whether it's the PLP, whether it's, and some people even say certain tactics are unfair, but it's a business. Politics is a big, big business.
Well, I appreciate your call. I appreciate your call.
Yes. Thank you, my friend. There's much more to say.
Yeah.
But we have a look at what we are thinking of for the future, the real future. You know. And one other thing, please. We need to correct the situation of saying that this party or that government did nothing, absolutely nothing. That is a falsehood. Every government has done something.
I appreciate you, my friend.
Yes.
Every government has done something, Mr. Beats.
Yeah.
What was the most, you would say, the most impactful years? Not being a party year, but your most impactful years as an adult in this country.
When you say impactful, you mean?
When did you experience the best growth time for you in your lifetime? Which 5 years would it have been? Not saying that the politics was responsible for it.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
But I'm trying to say to you, when did you feel most fertilized as a person?
I would say anywhere between the mid-90s up until probably like at my max, I would say probably between the mid 90s. Let's say from 95 to like 2015.
95 to 2015.
Yeah, them years right there, they were like growth years.
Growth years for you.
It was a lot,
So you're looking
a
at
lot going on.
20
in every area of my life, I think I grew the most during that period.
A 20-year period.
Yeah.
Caller, you're live. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM Remark. Go ahead.
How you doing, God?
I'm doing good, my friend. Having a good discussion here.
All right, I turned my radio down. God, do you consider yourself a believer in God?
Of course.
Pardon me?
Of course.
You read your Bible about David and Goliath, right?
I did.
Want to give you an analyzation of something.
Okay.
God works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
And when God is working, yes, the PLP look like the giant. And yes, Pintar and F&M look like David. But when God is in the vessel, you can smile at the storm. Don't always look at things for what they look like.
I like what you're saying.
It is according to what God wants for this Christian nation.
So let me spin that for you. Can I spin it for you? Because I like your analogy, but can I spin it for you? You ready?
Hello?
Do you recall the children of Israel? Turn your radio down. Let me put this on you. Taking the Ark of the Covenant to battle against the Philistines. Knowing that the Ark had a strength, unlike any other strength to be new humanly or in this world. And they got the cut up of their life. And the Philistines took the Ark and they never saw it again. Only if God. That's what I'm saying to you. Only if God. You see, because if David had come there on his own cognizance saying, I killed a lion, I killed a bear. But he ain't called Yahweh's name. You know what's coming next. Goliath can kill him. So I only saying you only if God. And we got to be careful how we put God in our politics. Because God can't please all sides. He got 3 sides. PLP, F&M, COI. And everybody calling Jesus. Now, the day after the election, you want me to know what they can say? Bye, damn. I just being honest with you.
I hear what you're saying, God, right?
So you're praying that God is with David this time. And who is David for you?
Here's what I'm trying to say. If God anoints one of the leaders to be the leader, I don't care who it is.
Oh, I got you. That sounds good.
There could be an anointed leader. God, we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
For a godly man. I always thought Dr. Miles Monroe might have been one of them. I start thinking today and I say, boy, it looks like the pastor from Harvest, Pastor Mario Moxie.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
This is a godly nation.
But you can't do that.
This nation was founded on godly principles.
I agree with you.
God really wants a man of God to lead this nation.
But listen what I said, you can't do that though. Because the flesh will fail you. See, listen to me carefully. I'm a very honest man to you, and I'm very transparent because I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm almost 60. Listen to me carefully. At my highest pinnacle of being a man of God, being a pastor, baptizing people, winning people over for Jesus Christ, that did not erase the fact that in my loins, in my groin, I was skipping and jumping. The young people call it being horny. If God had sent the right woman to me to test me, I ain't think I was gonna pass the test. see, I just being honest.
Right.
I don't think I was gonna pass that test. Not at that point. At that point, these were demons in my holy vessel, knocking at my door day and night. You couldn't sleep at night. Some nights you wake up and say, my God, why are you forsaking me? you got to hold on to God's unchanging hand. I will never put my trust in man, not me. I got to put my trust in God.
I have a question to you. Question for you. Around this time of the year, they have so many prophetess pop up on social media.
I don't buy into all of that.
And depending on which party, and see, a lot of them don't want to admit that they're biased toward a particular party.
That's what I say.
So it's like they're limiting God to their biasness.
This is correct.
Right? But they don't want to admit that.
That's
right?
correct.
But check this out. What if, because, anytime, this is how we look at it in the Bahamas. Most of us, I wouldn't say all, but a lot of us, let me not say most, but a lot of us, when a particular party that we're rooting for win, we like to say that's the blessings of God.
Yes.
But could it also be the curse of God?
It could.
Could God allow a party to win to punish the Bahamas,
of course,
for their transgressions?
Of course. And we got to look at it that way too.
I'm just saying, because people only look at it from the positive side to say, oh, if my party win or the party that I think should win, then that's a blessing.
Yeah, but then understand God.
But what if it's a curse? What if God allowed it to happen? To say, because you all ain't listening to me, so let me let y'all feel. You can't hear, you can feel, like the old people used to say.
Yes.
What if that's the case?
I like that.
What if?
But and my good friend there just a while ago, he's a good man. I know what he's saying to me. He's saying, Garth, at the end of the day, whoever God allows to be our leader, may we embrace him, lift him up in prayer, fasting, supplication, that he will do the right thing and lead this nation righteously. We get the message, and I think that's a good message. Listen, folks, this is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Remark. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. See you on the other side.
Yes.
And I'm not stuffing, believe you me. Don't you remember I told you I'm a soldier in the war on poverty.
The following is a paid political message.
You're looking for truth, find for MacGyver. She's here for you. See everybody in Galani. Change his hair, hands in the air. See everybody in Galani. Vote for Mike, she is a fighter.
That was a paid political message.
This election night, trust the team you trust every single day. On May 12th, your Guardian radio host will be live from 6 p.m. until the election is called, with verified results, breaking developments, and reporting from the entire Guardian News Network, the teams from Guardian Digital and the Nassau Guardian, every day and every election day. Stay with the Guardian News Network on Guardian Radio 96.9 and Star 106 FM.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
It's too cold for me. I'm not trying to be your highness.
And we are back. This is Remark here, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. But listen, man, we about to clock down out of here. This is the time when these lines start to light up, so we're going to throw those numbers out to you. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Or you can go ahead and call in toll free 300-5720, or you can text me at 422-4796. Now, you just heard me pause a while ago. You wonder why Garth paused. Now, we're not saying this is so. We're not saying that it's true.
Allegedly.
We're just letting you know what text came through the phone.
Allegedly.
I'm going to let Mr. Beast tell you what he just read. I saw this myself with my own two eyes. I saw, mine I got goosebumps. I saw on East Street South and Soldier Road, I saw mayhem. Right. I saw chaos. Mm-hmm. I saw cars everywhere. And the word, I was over at the bank, Scotia, and the fellow came over and said, man, they're giving out free gas across the street. I saw the We Work For You shirts. Mm-hmm. And he said, you got to be a mother, and you got to be in this particular constituency, and they're giving out gas. That's what they said. What text did you just get, Mr. B?
Well, allegedly, a text came through to our phone and it said that Rubis has denied the Rick Fox Mother's Day gas claim That's allegedly. We're not sure if that's 100% true or not, but that's what I'm saying. So
all this is speculation.
Yeah.
All this is alleged. We
Yeah,
don't know if it's true.
speculation.
We don't know. If someone knows if it's true or not, let us know.
Yeah,
but I can tell you one thing. When the people heard free gas, I never seen nothing like that in my life.
I know.
Everybody lined up round the block. Now listen to me. Y'all just try to make it look like I's the crazy one.
Right.
When I say nothing from nothing leaves nothing. That's zero from zero leaves zero.
Yep.
If I say something from nothing is still nothing. Right? Something, whatever you think something is, if it's out of zero, it still is nothing, and it's still equal to zero. But we get something, and you take out nothing, it's still going to be something. That's how this works. And something from something is still something. So I want to know what y'all talking about. Because people in the Bahamas looking for things. I just want to be real. These people don't want you to have no house. These people don't want you to have no car. These people don't want you to have no wife. They don't like your children going to private school. They don't like you going on family vacation. These people don't like the lot that you have. They in the middle of the neighborhood. They on the corner lot. They don't like the fact you on the corner lot. They don't like the trees you got in your yard. They don't like none of these things. They don't like where you work. These people want everything for themselves.
Yeah.
When we talking politics in this country, let me just be real. And by tomorrow, I have a show titled tomorrow. I want to talk tomorrow. I want to let them know tomorrow about. I can let them know at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But I want y'all to know one thing, Y'all greedy bad. Y'all realize that a lot of churches get their property from politicians?
Yep.
The crown land coming from the politicians. You cannot get crown land, but the preacher who lines himself up with the politician or political party, they get.
Yep.
A lot of these preachers on these boards all around the country, all of these boards like BPL and BAMSI and BAIC, these preachers all over the place. And you sit in the congregation, you can't get one appointment. I just being real. And y'all thinking, everybody said to y'all, oh, we going this way, or we going that way. You think these people for you, You better go try hard, position yourself to get the blessing of God here. I just being real.
Yep.
But y'all trying to tell Garth Roseboro, oh, he in Guardian Radio. He must be singing for his supper. Oh, he must be looking for contract. Oh, he must be looking for job. Oh, he must be looking. Well, what you looking for?
Exactly.
Let me ask you what you looking for. You don't want me to live good? Because if I don't look for something, then I should have stayed the way I was when I was a child. I should have been an old drug dealer, an old gang banger, an old rapist, an old murderer, an old thief. That's what you want me to be?
Exactly.
So if that's what you want me to be, how dare you tell me this is a Christian doggone nation, man? So y'all better get this thing straight. You got to be happy for your brother, happy for your sister when God blesses them. That is what makes us an exalted and Christian nation. When we can bless each other and lift each other up. That's what I believe in.
Yep.
I don't care if you use PLB, F&M, COI, I&I, DNA. It don't matter to me none. I pray today, on this Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, that God blesses your mother, God blesses you and all the work of your hands. Call it your life.
Alan Johnston.
Hey, doctor, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay.
Man, happy Mother's Day to you, my brother. Your mother living with us?
No, she's not.
Oh, well, our sympathies. How was she? What type of woman was she?
No, see, my kids will celebrate their Mother's Day with their mothers. But I don't believe in the commercialization of Mother's Day. So
Well, I ain't talking about commercial. But tell me Mother's Day is every day. But give me a little bit about your mother. What type of experience did you have?
Everything I am today.
She was smart like you.
The right seed that she planted in me.
My Lord.
And it's continuously grow. She taught me to have an addiction, a love of learning.
And that's good.
Because she says, if you are the same today as you was yesterday, then you must be dead.
My Lord.
And so I've taken that position. I've taught it to my children, my nieces, my nephews, my sisters, my brothers, and I'm proud to say I've created a nation of autodidactic polymaths.
Well, we thank you for being a great Bahamian, sir.
Right. I'm looking forward to the Wednesday when the new Prime Minister takes office. Not for the fact that he takes office, because what happens then is that we could move to a new dispensation of non-dependence on government. Because we've had a need for leadership that understands that you put the mechanisms in place for individuals to be able to advance and protect himself. Now, I want to use some words, and I want you to write them down, right? Because we did something right now. I just want the humans to know that no matter who wins, right, this will be available to the humans. The difference is one will come at a regular pace and one will come at an accelerated pace.
Listening quickly. Go ahead.
No, you understand what I'm saying? Because you see, you can't give to people what you don't have, and you don't get apple juice from oranges.
That's correct.
So you only flow from within you. But available to the humans, actually from 2020, with something called the DARE Act, right?
Yeah, you spoke to us
it's
about that.
accelerated right now with Donald Trump. You have companies like what's it, Thiel, that Thiel runs, the billionaire. You have people with Brian Armstrong. You have the United States government that is moving to tokenize its marketplace. You have the DTCC, which has I think about $150 trillion in it, and 114 trillion, and some quadrillion of transactions per year that actually moves to them, that is moved to full tokenization and available of cash. And what this does is believe it or not, we were the first movers in the world with the DARE Act. The problem is that we have not taken initiative to reform our financial service and banking industry. But the difference with this type of thing is that you don't need banks because these are quickly, in fact, in the United States with the Clarity Act, you have banks fighting for their lives, central banks fighting for their lives, because this thing is about to totally disrupt banking as we know it. Because, like God, right now, if you own a home and you have equity in your house, you get zero money on it today, right? And so what is now available is for you to lend your equity without any risk of your house and earn maybe 6% per year. So if you have $300,000 worth of equity, you can make $18,000 a year. So these seniors and other people who've been sitting on their house can now tap into the resources of their house.
When do we get there?
The day after the election.
Oh, and
The law is already in place, you know.
That comes by one person?
No, see, people like me who is aware, I'm not the only person that's going to be entering the market. There's one slight modification of the law, right? Even two laws that was recently passed is moving towards them. They were both not in this proper context, but nonetheless, the laws was passed. And that's the Dow and the USFRAC laws, right? And so what it does, though, is that if people would listen to those that have been at the foundational and frontier model of technology for 40 years, and I'm not the only one in the Bahamas, I know at least about 6 or more, then we could actually begin to type, because we're not talking about usury. Let's use an example. When we just talk about, what this guy's name are, the influencers, right? We just talked about the influencers that had big concert on it. Today, or yesterday, Meta took a position that I have said on my social media page for 18 months that we should have, and that is the digitization of pathways to allow them to get in. With Meta now, do you know with Meta now, if you have a digital account, and what do you call a digital wallet, you now can be onboarded on their platform. The way the humans say we don't have access to the U.S. bank accounts and everything, but Meta just opened the door for that.
Well, listen, you sound like you got a whole lot to teach us here,
right.
Allen.
So I'm saying, so when you finish with your election parade after tomorrow, you could do what I've been telling you for ages, is to invite guests on where you listen respectfully rather than talk. Because the political season will be over, and we have to begin to.
And I appreciate you, C. Allen. C. Allen said I need to have a show where I listen and let other people talk. I'll tell you something better. You need to call Guardian Radio, spend your money so you could talk and I could listen. How does that sound to you? Because someone is paying for this time right now, and I'm doing what I'm paid to do, And if you want to do what you want to do, you got to pay to do what you got to do. That's just the way the world works, folks. But listen, young man, this is Remark, Garden Radio 96.9 FM. I got to get back to the subject matter. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to just take these last 15 minutes to the finish line. Invite you into the conversation, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Anywhere from the family of violence, 300-5720. Text in at 422-4796. Take this quick break. Mr. B's in the house. Bring our last remarks. We'll be right back.
Cause that minus is too low to see. Yeah.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Cause that zero is too cold for me. I'm not trying to be your highness. Cause that minus is too low to see. Yeah.
And we are back. This is Remark here, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We have a text message here that says we are not a theocracy. And I know there's a continuous outcry for righteousness in this country. We would like to see the religious leaders, Mr. Beats, step forward and lead the way to a righteous future. But I don't understand why that's not happening. We have a Christian council. We've had leaders in the Christian council, but they somewhat seem to be miniature to politicians in our country. I don't understand why.
I remember when I was younger and before I was into politics and stuff like that, when I was in high school and stuff, I remember the Christian Council used to be vocal on so many things, and they had an aura. It seemed as though, and I could be wrong because I was young then, I don't know, but it seems as though they had an aura where the politicians would have to go to them to kind of get their approval on certain things that would have to happen in the country. And it's almost like as if they said no, then the politicians be like, okay, you know what? The Christian Council denied it, so we're going to go with that. But now it seems like it's the opposite, the other way around.
So you had a referendum, and some of the church people say, no, we ain't on that run.
Right.
But they still, the politicians say, well, what the hell y'all talking about? We doing this.
Right.
And the Christian Council just backed off. Say, okay. That's the way it seemed.
Yeah. And then they speak out on a lot more subject matters, too. So now it's kind of picky and choosy. Certain topics they can come out and be loud on, and then other things, you don't hear nothing.
I remember one time, it's another particular subject, too. Remember Brokeback Mountain when they wanted to show it at the theater? And the Christian Council said, no. And then next thing we saw, Brokeback Mountain was in the theater. So the weakening...
Cruise ship, too. Remember the gay cruise and all that?
Yeah. A weakening of the Christian Council. So now times have changed.
Yeah.
And times are changing externally outside of the Bahamas. That's affecting us internally. But as a country, we're not changing fast enough to continue to be the leader of the Caribbean Basin.
Right.
Now, that is scary.
That is.
So when you look at tourism now, our tourism model is broken. And in this general election, 2026, you know what I've noticed? I've not heard anyone say how we can fix the tourism model.
Do you think most people are aware that it's broken?
They know it's broken. They know it's not working. We just had a cruise ship coming in here today, and they had to turn it around for some outbreak on the ship. So those people will never see the port of New Providence. But we're depending on that. There are people in the straw market.
Yeah.
There are taxi drivers. There are tour bus drivers who is depending on that ship to come here. Now the ship has gone elsewhere. And we have to continue this dependency on this particular product, this particular industry. But politicians are not legislating or fixing the issue of tourism in our country.
So in other words, you're saying they need to diversify and so we don't have to depend so much on tourism? That's what you're saying? Or you're saying that the tourism product is broken and they just need to upgrade it?
I would say it has to be upgraded.
Upgraded, okay.
I think what tourism would need, as C.B. Moore said, is we need to develop a pie that allows the various tentacles of tourism to have a stakeholdership. So you as a musician, you as an artist, if you are participating as a registered, licensed cultural artist or musician, there is a part of that pie chart that is allocated to you.
Right.
Whenever monies are given out to the Ministry of Tourism to improve the product or to sustain the product, you would get your share of that particular monies to improve yourself. You want to cut a new album, you want to do a tour, you want to go to New York, you want to go to Miami, you want to go to Los Angeles, you want to go to Tokyo, you want to go to Japan, you want to go to South Africa. This money is available to you to spread the whole idea that it's better in the Bahamas.
Right.
But if you only have the one agency, the Ministry of Tourism, that has all this money in its pocket, and they're spending it as they see fit, then they don't appreciate really, truly who you are as a cultural artist. They don't really appreciate you, the taxi driver. They don't really appreciate you, the straw vendor. You see how many tentacles there are? They don't appreciate you, the small hotel or boutique owner. They don't appreciate you with these four-wheelers or these scooter rentals, whatever. But there's nothing really allocated there for you other than you got to go back and beg them, say, you know what, I have a plan. And you know how the plan works in this country. When I present the plan to you, Mr. Big Tourism, you say, look like some good money in this thing. Next thing you know, they ride on your scooter and making your money and tell you, man, just hold on. We can get back to you. And you got to go through all kinds of red tape. By the time you get into the market, they already got the market in the history of our country. And in these rallies, what I'm hearing is complaints. And then I'm hearing the people be saying, we have done. And in them saying we have done, and in the complaints being generated, I don't see nobody saying we fixing anything.
But I'll tell you what was a good strategy that I heard last night, psychologically.
I'm listening.
So the DPM was like, yes, I know the cost of living in the Bahamas is very expensive. Yes, I know whatever negative things he put, like let's say people complaining about jobs. I know we need more jobs. I'm not quoting him exactly, but he listed off like about 4 to about 6 or so things that Bahamians are complaining about. And I was kind of shocked. I said, okay, because so used to hearing we've done this, we've done this. This is why you should vote us back in. But then he flipped it and he said, yes, these things are true. That is why we need 5 more years to fix these things. That is why y'all have to give us more time. These things cannot all be corrected in 5 years. All right, but we are aware of your struggles. We know that you cannot pay your bills the way you want to. So we need 5 more years so that at the end of that 5, you will be able to pay your bills.
Well, they are asking for a second term.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But I like how he worded it, though. I'm saying it was funny to me when I heard it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
And the FNM is saying, they can see the value in the second term, but the second term needs to start with them
right.
on Wednesday. So what's the COI saying?
The COI saying everybody got to go and give them a chance because we need new faces. We need new people in power and get rid of all the old heads.
Well, today was the first time, and she stopped in front of my house. Ms. Latoya Bain, giving her a shout out from COI.
Okay.
She stopped in front of my house in a car. I was waking, and she said, hey, Garth. I said, hey, how you doing? Honest to God, I don't know who I was talking to.
Right.
Them posters look different.
Right.
But she's a beautiful lady.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, man. Say, I'm Latoya Bain. I said, oh, pleasure to meet you. She said, you don't know me. I was Vaughn Miller's general. I said, no, I didn't know that. I hardly even see Vaughn Miller, much as you.
I know, right?
Right? But I only said it to say, she said, well, I'm in the area. I said, yeah. She said, and you're going on the show and you even make fun of me. I said, well, darling, I only said the truth. I never met you. I don't even know you from a can of paint.
Right.
But I just want people to know today She stopped in front of my house to say hello.
Right.
And so for her saying hello to me today, I gave her a shout out, Happy Mother's Day to her.
Yes,
and I told her that, you know what, I applaud her effort in the name of democracy.
Right.
And I told her, be strong, do your best, my dear, and God be with you. I think I did the right thing.
Yes, sir. I think you did so.
I don't know why people get so bent out of shape.
Yeah.
Everybody vying, everybody running, everybody know what they want to get. Everybody know what they want to do. Let the people go and do what they got to do. You got to vote on Tuesday to say what you want to say. Cast your vote on Tuesday. That's how this works. This text says, Garth C. Allen ain't bite his tongue because he was talking for years, and I ain't nothing in history saying it was created from C. Allen thinking. If he is so smart, why ain't no party never tried to recruit him? Real yo-yo PLP one cycle and F&M one cycle. So they try to say, our friend C. Allen go from one party to the next based on what he's thinking. Well, C. Allen, you see, this is how these people go. The other person says, the F&M's going to win this election unanimously. The momentum, odds, and trend is heavily in the F&M's favor. When the F&M becomes the government, we shall continue to be one Bahamas under the leader of our new Prime Minister, Michael Pintard, fire. The F&M's going to win this election unanimously, they say. Unanimously. They sent me the text twice to make sure that I got it. They said he's going to win unanimously.
So not a split decision, unanimous decision.
That means he can win some 32 seats. Now, what are we going to do tomorrow then? Because see, I want to do something different tomorrow, but I can let you call and tell me what seats these is so he can win unanimously.
Right, yeah, we need to
So
know.
I want you to write down those seats that he's going to win unanimously for me. I will hear them. I can give you 3 to 5 minutes to name those seats to me at 2 p.m. tomorrow after the news, and you tell me what seats the F&M is going to win. And then we can talk about that tomorrow.
That's a good point, because last night at the PLP rally, the MC was calling off the seats that they're gonna win. He was very articulate. He ain't pull no punches. He listed off all the constituencies that the PLP, the MP name. No, I mean, for the sake of time, he didn't go through all. It's 40. What is it? 41. Yeah, he didn't do 41, but he did a lot.
All of them ain't gonna win, see? All of them can't win. You got some lousy.
Because I know one or two of them probably felt slighted he didn't call that constituency.
That's because some of them lousy.
But no, he might have just forgot. But he was.
Homeboy.
But I'm just saying he was stating his claim last night. This one gonna win. Garden Hills. This one. The next one. You know, he's just calling them off, and you know, so that's a good thing. I think if the F&M feel the same way, they need to be able to say.
So you just say Garden Hills just now. You realize that, right?
Well, because I live near Garden Hills, so that's the first one that came to my mind.
You just say Garden Hills.
I'm talking about Rick Fox.
We just talking about gas at Robes.
Right.
So, and you was at the rally now. You just say you heard them say, right? Or you was watching it.
I was watching it, yeah.
Yeah, but the people trying to figure you out right now. I want you to know that.
Man, I talking on behalf of everybody. Only thing we didn't talk about too much was the COI today, because we were saying on both sides, F&M and PLP.
Okay. I can let you off the hook. They may not let you off the hook tomorrow, but I can let you off the hook tomorrow.
Listen, people can hear what they want to hear.
Okay.
You can't stop that.
Well, listen, man, we got these last two texts before we get out of here. Spoke to C. Allen yesterday at the Grand Bahama COI meet in his full F&M regalia, and he kept the audience's attention for hours even after the meet ended. The COI leadership left when he arrived, but he explained the tokenization concept and how it can make 3,000 minimum millionaires in the Bahamas yearly. You hear that, Mr. Beats?
3,000 new millionaires yearly?
Yeah, in the Bahamas.
That's
better than the COI. I know 100,000. The F&M should have had him speak a long time ago. He broke it down to a 6th grade level. I don't know about the others, but I am now voting F&M.
Okay.
So this person here seems to be as if they was COI.
Or COI, okay.
And now they're going to vote F&M.
And who they said break it down again?
C. Allen.
C. Allen, okay.
So the 6th grader could understand it.
Okay. And he said that we're going to produce 3,000 new millionaires in the Bahamas every year?
Every year. So in 5 years, 3,000 times 5, that's 15,000 millionaires in one term.
So how are they going to cohabitate? How are all of those millionaires going to cohabitate in the Bahamas?
He said it's a 6th grade level conversation, so maybe we'll hear from C. Allen at the rally.
That's crazy.
Tomorrow.
I'd like to hear how that's going to work.
Yeah, tomorrow. So maybe he'll be a featured speaker.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
interested.
Garth, first time listener here. I will have you know that the Bahamas Christian Council is under new leadership today, and congratulations. I think it's Pastor Moxie.
Mario Moxie, yes.
Yeah, new. They let
Yes,
me know
new.
it's new leadership today under our new president, Pastor Mario Moxie.
Yes.
So please remind your guests not to say is because, but say was when referring to the, I guess, the Bahamas Christian Council. Not to say is. I try to understand what I'm saying. So please remind your guests not to say is, but say was when referring to the BCC.
Okay.
On another note, we work for you, F&M all the way. Now, you know Mario Moxie's sister running for Exoma F&M, right?
Okay, it's Zoom. Okay, yeah. Okay.
This Texas woman, you know, Mario Moxie is the new president for the Bahamas Christian Council, right? And this Texas wants you to know that there's F&M too.
Okay.
Under the BCC.
Right.
So in Bahamian understanding, you know what they're trying to tell me, right?
Is that a foreshadowing of who's going to win?
No.
What?
It's telling me that right now the Bahamas Christian Council is under the auspices of the Free National Movement. God bless you, everyone. This has been Remark, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll talk tomorrow at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I just told you that's how Bahamians is think.
Yeah.
That's how we
That's
think.
why I say it, you know.
We had a great show, folks. See you tomorrow, Monday, 2 to 4 p.m., the day before General Election 2026.
Yes.
It's going to be a hot show tomorrow.
Hot.
I'm going to take a bath. My annual bath happens tonight. So I could make sure I soak and I pray that when I come here tomorrow, I say the right things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get fired tomorrow.
Go on a fast.
I want to last until Thursday.
Go on a fast tomorrow. Don't eat.
God bless you, everyone. Thank you, Chris Penniman. Happy Mother's Day to all, and have a great one.
Happy Mother's Day.